Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you can hear me all right. I couldn't resist the temptation to come outside and record. There is water running in the background and the birds also singing. And I know often the microphone can pick up those sounds more than they probably will pick up my voice, but I hope it's worth it. I know it's definitely helping me to drop into that beautiful grounded energy for this reading. So I will set the intention. Please give us the guidance that we need to help us make the right decisions, to step into our power, to put down those boundaries, to say yes when it serves us, to say no when we need to help us to move in a direction that will bring us closer to who we really are in our full potential, so that we may shine bright like the cosmic stars that we are. There was a couple there. I'm not going to take it. I trust if that was meant to be one of the cards, they will come back. Oh. Okay, give me a second. Like 10 cards on the floor there. Let's do that again. There you go. There is a card poking out. I'm going to take it. Skywriting, the fates. Oh, I don't think I've had this in a very long time. It feels unfamiliar, almost like I've never had it before, but I'm sure I've had them all at some point. Here you are. If you want to pause here, drop into your intuition. After taking in the image and the words, then you do so. If you want to hear what it says in the guidebook, stay tuned. Skywriting, the fates. That which we cannot change. Non-judgment. It is written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of life, unique to you and you alone. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold, and littered with diamonds. Nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It is just your path, with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. In this way, whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection. Not good or bad, neither in flow nor blocked. This nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear, as you look ahead into the potential of the future. Yes, you still need to be brave. Right now, you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it, whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of your life, with all your heart and soul. Your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. Okay, so again, if you want to pause the video, the podcast there, and sit with those words, maybe go back and listen to them again, then feel free to do that and stop there. Otherwise, stay tuned and I will share what is jumping out for me. The essence here is really that our soul, the spirit, the consciousness which has taken this human form, has done so very intentionally before it chose this body, before it chose these set of circumstances, before it chose this set of parents to be born to, this family network to be a part of. And everything's predetermined by your own consciousness for the greatest good of your own evolution. And those lessons, those challenges, that journey that we experience now, however short or long, has been chosen by our higher selves before we take this form. And so nothing is, I believe for me, that is the destiny part. However, I think destiny can be misunderstood often to mean that you can't do anything about it. It is what it is, and you are a bystander in your own life, that you have no power to influence what happens. And that I do not believe at all. So I want to be really clear about that. Destiny, in my understanding, is that there are certain things that our consciousness has chosen for us to experience in this life. However, we have the beautiful faculties as human beings, the consciousness that we do as human beings, which differs to all of the things that are alive on this planet. And that's why we stand out, and that's why we are different, because we have this level of consciousness to make choices, to choose how we respond, react, how we transcend or transform certain things, or do not. It is all within our hands. It's like the board game has been written and made up for us to play, with certain areas that in your journey, in your life, you will have to visit and navigate and transition through. However, how long you end up staying in each of those areas, how long or the experience you actually have as you move through those different areas in your life, that is up to you. And that is something you absolutely have a say in. And that is what this is about, is how we move through this. But whoever we are, whatever we've been born into, whether we were born into poverty, whether we were born with a silver spoon in our mouth, whether we were born with the most favorous, loving family conditions, the most supportive, or whether we were abandoned and alone, whatever your circumstances, your material environmental circumstances are in this life, in your own way, you are going to experience things that are going to be difficult and challenging. You are going to have those moments of joy and love and liberation. Like, it's everything, it's the full spectrum. But your journey is unique to you. That doesn't mean there isn't a shared commonality where you can find support and kindred spirits who may be also traversing similar situations. I think that's really important to point out, but it means no one else is going to experience it exactly like you will experience it, because no one else is you. Nobody else has your blueprint. Nobody else has your karma. Nobody else has your exact environmental makeup. But yes, the road will not be paved with gold and littered with diamonds, but it also means it won't necessarily be treacherous. It just is what it is. And the teaching here, what I'm really hearing, is like equanimity. If you've ever studied any kind of Buddhist teachings, or you'll have heard of that word, equanimity. It means just to remain unaffected, remain emotionally neutral, right? Just observe, just observe, just observe. You are the lead role in this life. You are not a bystander. You have the power to choose what happens next to a degree, but yet at the same time, your role is to stay neutral as much as possible and not see this as, oh, I'm a victim. Oh, this is happening to me. Or why is that happening to me? Or this always happens to me. Or nothing goes wrong for me and everything's amazing and everything's pretty and peachy. And then when it does, you don't know how to handle it. No, just stay neutral. One day you might be hugely successful and wealthy and have all the love and attention and all the friends, and that could go just like that. You could find yourself without it all, or vice versa, or anything, right? It's just an example that things can change. And our job is to observe that this is just our journey, and in everything that is presented to us, this line I particularly love. It's not good, not bad. You're neither in flow or you're neither blocked. I love that pointer, right? You're not blocked. You're never blocked. If you feel like you're in that stuck phase in an area of your life, you're not actually stuck. It's just an opportunity, as it says, to see what work needs to be done, what digging needs to happen, and what clearing needs to take place. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. And it is human nature to always see things, or often see things as negative, often see things as obstacles rather than opportunities, to put the more negative, difficult victim lens on to a situation rather than the positive, right? It's just ever so slightly on the other side of the spectrum, but let's try that on for size and see how that feels. So the non-judgment is about the different circumstances that are unfolding in this particular case in your life. Instead, be curious. Leave the fear. Just trust it's part of your journey. It's part of your process. But yes, you still need to be brave, very much so. You have to have faith as well, I might add, and trust and surrender. But right now you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate. So the reason that this card is coming up for those of you tuned in, for me, anybody else who picks up this reading, is that there is a critical moment in time where an opportunity is arising. And it's how we respond to this opportunity. Remember, no matter how much it might look like a door might be closing in front of you, how much it might look like you are being blocked, if you can reframe that and say to yourself, this is an opportunity, even if it might not look like that in the obvious sense, how could it be an opportunity? If a door is closing, if you're getting no's for something that you're applying for, what is the universe actually trying to tell you instead? Is it directing you somewhere else? What else could open up? Where else could you ask? How else could you be resourceful? Because it might just be showing you that you're a little bit off alignment and it wasn't really for you in the first place. But whatever it is, now is the moment to leap into it. Whatever that is, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something creative, whether it's your work or any other area of your life, your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. Are you ready to jump? I'm ready to jump. There's the card. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoy these readings. Leave a comment, let me know how you get on with them, how it resonates. Have an amazing week. Lots of love.